Good morning to one and all present here. Myself, Sabarmati, Assistant Professor, takes immense pleasure to welcome you all to this webinar organized by Department of Computer Science and Applications, Christ Academy Institute for Advanced Studies. Christ Academy Institute for Advanced Studies is managed by CMI Father under the able guidance of our principal, Referral Dr. Babu Fall, and Vice Principal, Referral Father Joshua. Let me give a brief introduction about our institution. Christ Academy Institute for Advanced Studies is run by Devamada Educational Foundation, formed by the members of Devamada Province of the Carmelites of Mary Immaculate, the first indigenous religious congregation in India. This congregation is the embodiment of the dream and vision of Saint Kuriakose Elias Chavra, who was a 19th century educationist and social reformer in India. The institution was started in the year 2016 by CMI Fathers with 33 acres of land, which is affiliated to Bangalore University. It is a co-educational institute. At Kayas, we believe that learning is a transformative act. Our focus as an institution of higher learning is to provide our students with all the necessary resources to enable this transformation. The academic courses on offer pedagogical methods, peer learning environments, and campus infrastructure are all focused on assuring our students the best of contemporary learning. The vision of Kayas is to light to enlighten. Christ Academy vision is to create and disseminate the light of knowledge to one and all. Our mission is to provide a conducive and enabling environment that fosters self-discipline, promotes self-motivation, and drives the pursuit of excellence in learning. The several departments under Kayas are Computer Science and Applications, Science, Commerce, Management, Arts, and Humanities. I wish to extend my welcome to Dr. Sangeeta Govind, HOD, Department of Computer Science and Application, who is behind each and every activity organized in our department. Welcome, ma'am. To brief us about the same, we have our industry expert, Mr. Vikash Swami, CEO and founder of Networkers Home. Welcome, sir.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Now it's time to introduce our guest, Mr. Vikash Swami, CEO and founder of Networkers Home. He is a dual CCII certified, CCII RNS and CCII Security certified, diversely skilled senior network engineer with 14 plus years of work experience in installing and maintaining secure, efficient networking architectures. Excuse me. Deeply knowledgeable in every stage of network installation, upgrade, optimization, and management. Skilled at integrating emerging technologies such as routing, switching, wireless and security data center. Seasoned expert at guiding network and personal performance to boost department-wide contributions. Successful senior network engineer, accomplished in managing enterprise-wide networks for large-scale operations. Plan, implement, and continuously improve infrastructure and controls to stay on top of changing operational and security demands. Expert in disaster recovery and business continuity planning. Welcome, sir. Today's session has been organized to give an idea about bridging the gap between the current academic and industry experience. Before starting the session, I like to inform all the participants to post the queries, if any, in chat box, which will be clarified after the session. May I now request Mr. Vikash Swami, CEO and founder of Networkers Home, to take over the session.
All right, thank you very much, Sabarmati ma'am. And guys, first I would like to thank Christ University, which is one of the best universities in the country, to give me an opportunity to speak to you, the young generation. And I would also like to congratulate you all for taking admission into such a prestigious institution. I am from New Delhi, and even in New Delhi, Christ University is a brand out there. So imagine what is the kind of branding it has. One of the very, social empowerment kind of project it is, and I think it has a history of providing great quality to the students and at an affordable price. That's the most important thing, right? Because today you see everybody running in the race of taking education as a money making venture. So I would like to congratulate you all that you are at a great place. And then the initiatives that has started with us, and I will just show you in a couple of minutes about me, our company, and then further we will discuss about the opportunities and the industry academia partnership that we have with Christ University and a couple of more colleges, and what do we offer in that, and how that is going to benefit you. So before we go anywhere, I'll just take you through our website, which is networkershome.com. So I'm the founder of this company, and I'm not sure if you guys can see the screen. I hope you can. So we have been into business for almost 15 years, and I have been running this company as a CEO and founder for almost 15 years. Here I am, and I'm more of a network engineer kind of guy. But when you start a company, you have to change your role, and you have to become a multi-skill. So I take care of marketing, I take care of a lot of other activities, but I'm a hardcore techie, you can call it. So that will resonate more with you when I say that hardcore techie, but a unique sense of new technologies, etc. I'm CCI in routing and switching and security, which is if you check on the internet, you will find it. These are like PhDs of networking certification. They have a lot of respect in the industry, and generally these people are very premium people who get salaries at a very higher range of 50 lakhs to 1 crore rupees average range kind of thing. So those are the basically, and I have been teaching these certifications for almost 15 years, producing one of the highest results in the country. And as I said, I'm from Delhi. I came to Bangalore 12 years back, and it has been a great journey. Recently, this year, I have moved to UAE, Dubai, and I have started a consulting company as well. But I keep on traveling to Bangalore to look after the operations of the company. So we are not just training; we are doing a lot of other stuff. And if you look at the kind of placement partnerships and other thing we have a very unique proposition of placement with the companies, where we have like 200 plus companies hiring from us, and you can see that in the back of the wallpaper that I'm using. And most of these students have not appeared for a single exam, but they have got a placement based purely on the training. So that's a huge achievement, because the certification exams are pretty expensive and all that. Now coming back to the industry, so you have a fair idea about me, and now I'll get back to the main topic, which is where is the opportunity and how do we get those opportunities for us. So I'll just move on to another screen, and I hope you guys can see the screen here. I have a Naukri.com opened up. So I am a very practical guy. I don't believe in a lot of presentations and all that. I'm a very practical guy. And today's generation, which is a WhatsApp generation, they want everything in a very precise, quick manner. And I'm also that kind of guy. So I'll give you a hint of what is happening in the world, how the world is shaping up, how and what kind of opportunities you will have. And I wish somebody had told me this when I was in college, that the world is so big and you can make, there are so many opportunities. When I was doing my engineering, I was doing it from a government college, and it was like nothing is going to happen after you pass out. The world is going to be closed. There is nothing out there because nobody guided us. At that time, if I look at it, that we'll be making crores of rupees every year from consulting and other things, and we'll be basically running a huge company, making change to 10,000 people life every 10 years. That's a huge achievement. And basically whenever you place a candidate, you don't place just one candidate, you basically help his complete family, because now he is an earning member of the family. So we have also a couple of principles that we have been following, and that has got us a huge name in the market. And I think, okay, so let me try this. Guys, is it better? Is it better?
Yes, sir. Now it's better.
Okay, okay. I will quickly show you what is that partnership we have about and how it is going to benefit you and where the world is heading. So first I'll tell you where the world is heading, and then we will do a reverse engineering of how do you connect to that world and how do you put yourself into shoes of upcoming future, etc. So, a lot of you might have heard about new technologies, right? Machine learning. Crypto is a very famous word in young kids' life, right? You guys love crypto, right? And then you have machine learning, AI, blockchain. Then we have networking, high-end networking participation, etc. So what is the scope of these programs and how do they fit in tomorrow's future? Because you are not passing out this year, right? You're passing out in 3 to 4 years, and what the world is going to look like in those 4 years, and how you can basically build a strong career into those technologies. So first, the unique partnership that we have with Crisis to offer these different industry academia partnership programs, which has specializations also, moving to blockchain, moving to machine learning, moving to AI, and moving to other areas. So first technology that I would like to talk today is about blockchain. Okay, and blockchain is a very elite word. Crypto is a very infamous word, right? Because crypto, the market keeps on crashing, the market, hundreds of things happening, people become billionaire, people become beggars, they lose complete money, etc., etc. So I'll explain you what is blockchain, and I will try to make it precise in 5 to 10 minutes on each topic so that you have a base idea, and then we'll go to Naukri.com and we see what are the number of jobs and what are the average packages being offered for those jobs at this time, even for freshers. Okay, so first item that I have on to discuss here is the blockchain technologies. Blockchain technology is kind of, you can call it a revolutionary technology in which every information that you have, the participation that you have between two parties, there is no centralized party to authenticate that. Is completely decentralized. What does that mean? That means each transaction, let's say you do banking today, right? You have an HDFC bank account. Every time you do something, the account will get authenticated with the HDFC server, right? And then you can transfer money. Let's say if you want to transfer Bitcoin is a decentralized authority, which means it does not belong to one person, right? And it is actually distributed to thousands of computers around the world, high performance servers, because they have to calculate hash values, and it's a very secure mechanism. Till date, nobody has been able to hack Bitcoin. Some people have hacked the probably exchanges to get Bitcoin, but nobody has been able to, because of the mechanism and the design that it is. Now imagine tomorrow, you see a lot of wrongs happening around our society, right? The people do all kind of stuff. The property documents are changed, the degree documents are changed. There are a lot of other stuff. So what is happening is anything goes on the blockchain cannot be changed. Number one. Number two is there is no central authority. Imagine tomorrow, in India, what has happened very interestingly in last 7 to 8 years or 10 years maybe, at least 20 banks have gone bankrupt, right? 20 banks have gone bankrupt. And what is the impact of that on the society? People have their money into those banks and they are not able to withdraw the money. In Karnataka also 2-3 cases happened recently where people have fixed deposits, people have other things in the bank goes bankrupt, and then they allow you to have 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees from your own account withdrawal. And months and years in the court and all that. And the same thing has happened in the Lehman Brothers thing in 2008, where America, one of the largest banks, failed and people had to basically beg for their own money, right? So today, what is happening is everything is fixed up. That people don't trust governments, people don't trust banks, people don't trust anything. They do trust technology, right? So what has happened with blockchain is that blockchain provides you decentralized servers, across the world. Even if one of the government wants to basically block that, they cannot do that. Because it is not in one country, it is spread across 150 countries in the world. It will get authenticated to hundreds of countries across the world. And how does the technology came? I'm sure you guys are aware of BitTorrent, right? Everybody has downloaded some kind of movie or software at one time from BitTorrent. So what happens at BitTorrent is you try to download a file. The file is not located at one server. The file is located at hundreds of servers, hundreds of people sharing their bandwidth and resources and storage, and then you can download. So that, let's say if tomorrow BitTorrent is blocked in US, you can download it from the European servers. And you will not even come to know from where the file is coming. And sometimes the process that is heavily used is called leeching, right? Leeching, what happens is that you have hundreds of servers combined, file sharing system, where the file is actually spread over hundreds of systems, and you're downloading simultaneously same file from hundreds of machines. But to you, the file looks like one, right? And that is also basically in our technology world also a lot of mechanisms, a lot of fancy terms are there for that. But as of now, I don't want to use those fancy terms. So that is an overview of the technology. So what happens with the crypto market or blockchain is that eventually it is going to replace a huge amount of complexity out of the banking system, out of the government system, and it will remove corruption from the world in a way that we have never seen. And that's the reason, you look at any big guy on the earth, right? You talk about billion-dollar companies, you talk about real big people. They all believe in crypto and they all believe in blockchain. Because one thing they don't want is to somebody, whether government or banks, to play with people's life and people's money. When you play with people's money, right, you essentially also play with their life, because that's their life savings. Somebody has to get their children married, somebody has to buy house, somebody has to basically pay EMIs, and then what happens is, because of corruption of banks, people run away with tens of thousands of crore. We have seen that in last couple of years, right? How many people have ran away from the country, and the banks were corrupt. So what blockchain offers you is, it offers you essential ownership of your own stuff, and that's a very powerful thing, right? When we say ownership, let's say I have a blockchain account, I have a Bitcoin account, where whatever Bitcoins I have, I'm saving it with myself. Eventually what will happen is, tomorrow I want to transfer it to somebody. Even if I'm transferring $1 billion, imagine that, I will have to pay some couple of hundred rupees to transfer $1 billion. Now imagine that if you have to do the same transaction using Visa, Masters or Swift, right? A lot of people, we use Swift, which was basically a monopoly of American government or American companies, that if one country wants to transfer money, one government wants to transfer money to another country, one company wants to transfer money to another company, they have to do Swift or something like that, which essentially means you have to pay money to the central authorities. And that's a huge percentage. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of, each time you use your Visa or MasterCard, right, the shop from where you are buying, they have to pay 2 to 2.5%. And that's the reason in older times where you used to go, people used to ask you the cash, right? Because paying 2 to 3% is a huge amount. Now imagine that with the blockchain. Blockchain changes the whole financial industry. So that's the reason it is now a 1 trillion industry in such a short time. Remember that reaching to 1 trillion, Apple took 35 years. Microsoft took 30 years. Google took 20 years. Amazon took 23 years. Bitcoin took 10 years. Reaching to 1 trillion, so imagine how powerful the technology is and how misunderstood the technology is. People don't understand about it. So that is one use case of blockchain, and you will see use cases of blockchain like crazy in the coming times. And that's the reason blockchain professionals are so heavily paid. I haven't seen anybody in my IT career, any skill paid at the scale of blockchain, AI and ML today. right? So that's a lot of revolution is happening. The only thing that you can do today is you have a lot of awareness on Google and other platforms. You can search about it, you can find about it. Like today I've explained you the blockchain, the basic mechanism of blockchain, right? So once you know the scope and once you decide your mind that this is what I want to do, then the next step is people want to say, don't tell me the opportunity, show me the opportunity. Okay, so first thing today's generation is like that, right? They say, don't tell us that the lecture, show us what is the technology is all about. So here, if you look at it, if you look at the number of jobs that we have in 25 lakh to 50 lakhs is huge. Okay, in Bangalore NCR you see 897 vacancies, and that's basically. So today it is not uncommon to have 25 to 50 lakh rupees salary in the next 2-3 years of time, which is a very big thing. We in our time we used to see these kind of salaries, or even now, you read 1 crore rupees of salary of some IIT in foreign country, which is basically less than 20 lakh rupees in the Indian terms. Because they have to pay rental based on that country and they have to pay taxes based on that country. So having 25 to 30 lakh, 50 lakh rupees or 50 to 75 lakh rupees kind of opportunities for blockchain programmers is a huge thing. The other thing that you should be very happy about today, 5 years back what was happening is everybody wanted a B.Tech. Okay. And with COVID, what has happened is companies have realized, because the B.Techs were not produced, or a lot of other things happened. All companies are today open to BSc, BCA, BBA, and all the skills. And the kind of BCA you have, probably you will have more knowledge than most of the B.Techs in the fancy colleges, because you have an industry partnership as well. So I hope up to this point everything is clear. The next point I want to discuss here is the other job opportunities which are going to change the world, which is we will talk about artificial intelligence, right? So here also you see that the number of jobs in artificial intelligence is almost double of the blockchain at this time. Okay, so again you see there it was 800 something, here it is 1161. And then you will also see a huge number of people. Remember that, when they write for 2 years, 10 years, 15 years, there's no possibility that they can find a 10, 15-year-old person in the machine learning, because machine learning is hardly started 6 to 7 years back. So nobody can say, I need 20-year experience guy in that. You will not have 20-year experience guy. There is nobody in the world who will be 20-year experience guy in machine learning and data science, etc. Because 20 years back, these technologies were not there. Right? And that's a huge opportunity. Remember that whenever a new technology comes, a new guy is equivalent to the senior guys, because they have to start from zero and they have to learn the new technology together, right? And they both are equal. So that is where the opportunities are. And sometimes the companies today prefer new young people because they have more productivity, they have they have more exposure to IT, etc. And they are young people who have great ideas and all that. So now what is machine learning? Okay, you might have heard an example of in many countries, especially UK. What happens is that you try to cross the red light, and as soon as you cross red light without signal and all that, what will happen is that they have cameras installed on the red light which will take a picture of your number plate. Based on the number plate, they will actually find out your address and they will send you the challan based on that, with the pictures of the snapshot of the thing that you have done. Imagine how powerful. No policeman standing anywhere, right? No traffic guys standing anywhere. You are detected purely based on the machine learning. So that is one use case. You can have millions of use cases. Let's say you have huge, in China what has happened is they are using machine learning at a very different level, right? Where every citizen face they have captured, and they want to trace anywhere, with the lakhs of computer data and the, video data around every shopping mall, every place. If they want to find one face, it will take them couple of seconds to see your visual history of what are the different locations you have been to. Imagine how powerful is that. Now that's a bad example, I understand that, but that is one of the examples. See, the technology can be used in good way, and technology can also be used in a bad way. So that is what is machine learning also all about. And then I'm showing you the number of jobs which are basically there is crazy, and the amount of packages being paid for these jobs is also crazy. The next technology which is in demand and which we have an industry partnership with Christ University is artificial intelligence. And I'm pretty sure you guys have heard a lot about it. So artificial intelligence is basically where you have certain stuff predefined, okay, and there are predefined rules of something, and let's say you want to create a blog, okay, and there are tools available today which will convert your blog to videos. You want to write a blog, you don't need to write a blog. What will happen is the tools can write a blog for you, and a lot of people around the world have made crores of rupees, young kids sitting at their home, etc., who are using these automation or machine learning or AI, artificial intelligence tools. I want to give you one example here. So let's say I'll go with my AI tool, and I'm going to write here maybe machine learning. I want to write something on the machine learning. I need a blog for my site to increase my traffic. And what is the topic is all about, I'll say, or let me go back to the tools just to show you one AI example. Article generator. And I'll say write the subheadings for me. And it says what is machine learning, how does it work, benefit of machine learning, limitations of it, write my article. Remember that I have written a full scale Google SEO based article in couple of seconds without even writing anything. And this article is written to get you high ranking on the Google SEO. You know what is SEO, right? Search engine optimization, where the content has to be written in such a way that Google likes it. So imagine that, where the tools have reached. Now this tool also is so powerful, that it has written a blog for me. And this blog, what will happen is, if I want to convert it into a video, there are AI tools available which will take the relevant pictures, will take relevant footage, and will convert it into video vlog. You see that the computer, the AI has written blog for me in just couple of seconds. You can write hundreds of blogs, right? You might have seen the platforms like Fiverr and all that, right? Where they charge you 800 rupees or 2000 rupees or 3000 rupees for writing one blog. Many of them are actually using these tools, and they are making 20,000-30,000 rupees a day by just pressing 2 clicks. Imagine that, how powerful is that, right? There are tools where you can have, audio recorded in a way you will not even come to know, is it a human speaking or is it actually the computer speaking, in Hindi or Kannada or Tamil or any other language that you think of, right? Now this is where the artificial intelligence has reached to, that they have downloaded the tone of the people, which words to emphasize, how to speak, etc. So there are great tools for that also. So these are the programs where we are going to teach these algorithms, we are going to teach blockchain, we are going to teach machine learning from practical examples. Remember that whatever I have shown you is practical. We do not teach only theory, we do a lot of practical, because I personally believe that when you teach something, the other person will get 25%, but when you show him something, they will get 100%. So, everything is very practical. I could have taken a PPT also, in which I would have taken some reports of Gartner's and KPMG and other companies. The blockchain will become this, or the AI will become this. Rather, I'm showing you a realistic view of how things are. So, Networkers Home is in a very unique position today, and we have started a company in Dubai, because Dubai today, if you look at it, is the crypto hub of the world. Okay, let me give you why did I move, so that you have a little idea about it. So, Dubai. You see that? Crypto hub status as a global regulator remain, rise of Dubai as a crypto hub, right? All big companies of the world, all the cryptos, all the blockchain companies of the world have moved to this place, because that's where the opportunities are. And what is happening in our country is there are a lot of problems going on with the regulation and all that, but there are a lot of companies taking benefit of these technologies. So, this is what is the story. And, the thing is, wherever the opportunities are, there is no permanent home of, in today's time. Wherever you see the opportunity, you move. So, guys, hope you like this session. This was all from me. And if you have any kind of question, any kind of doubt or question that you have, please, let me know, so that I can answer it.
That was so informative. I request the participants to post the questions, if any. Please post it in the chat box.
Guys, no question? Generally, what happens is there are two scenarios that happens
Chat box.
when there are no question. Either people love it or people don't like it. So I don't know which is the case.
Yes. We take it in a lighter
Yeah,
note that it is very informative.
Yeah, there is a question there. I'll just try to
Yeah, I
answer it.
will say so.
So Rekha is asking, is it BCA better or BCA industrial is good? See, that is the reason we are here, to explain you that these modern technologies, which are part of your BCA industrial, right? We, as a partner, has come with the Christ Institute to teach these technologies, and it is going to be, of course, good, right? As compared to a plain and simple BCA. See, today is not the time to do ordinary things. You have to do extra, right? Then you become extraordinary. So that extra is the extra thing in ordinary, right? So today, that industrial word that what Christ Institute has brought you is the most modern combination of technologies, basically. So I think it is going to be amazing. There is no doubt. There is
So there is a network clinch.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
network clinch. Yes, sir. Now it's better.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Somebody was asking something.
Has given a clarification. Actually, I will be asking Dr. Sangeeta Govinda, HOD. She'll be elaborating on the curriculum for you. Now I request all the participants to participate in the polling before we could elaborate on the BCA curriculum and BCA industrial specialization.
Okay. There's another thing I want to tell you here. There is a question by, let me take the full name.
Participants, you'll be given 30 seconds to poll.
Okay, so somebody wants to become a web developer in the future and is asking that BCA industrial will be good or simple BCA will be good. Farhan, I will suggest you not to become a web developer today because there are AI tools available today where they can build a website for you in less than a minute. Okay, the job of web developer is finishing at this time. So there are AI tools. I can give you a demo in a couple of seconds. I can make a great website, a website which is like
Vikas,
extraordinary.
sir, we are not
Yeah.
able to hear you.
Okay, let me try this. Is it better? Yeah, is it better? Is it better? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, the point is that web developer profession is going to be obsolete soon because there are tools available. I can tell you the name of the tools where you can build a great website without learning a single code in less than 5 minutes. Same thing which used to take years for people, today you can do that. I can just give you a demo and I can show you because I use those tools, and those websites will be much more, better and faster than the hand coded things. So web developer is not a great, place to be. Okay, let me read some more. There was, okay. What is the relevance between data science and ML and AI? So data science is one of the chapter that you basically, draws your data from, right? So you can draw your, get your data from either, whatever tools are collecting. So machine learning is collecting something. Let's say, I'll give you one example that I saw in US, that in US, most of the hotels have these machines, the vending machines, right? For cold drink, for sandwiches, for everything else. So, I was talking to one of the expert in New York, and this fellow told me that we have a mechanism, that is, I'm talking about 7 years back, where we will come to know how many Pepsis and Cokes are available in which vending machine, and we can refill them by sending a person refilling those vending machines, at any point of time. So the machine itself tells us what is the quantity left. There are no human beings. You swipe your credit card, you get a Pepsi or a Coke, right? And the machine itself tells that my inventory is low, kindly fill me up. So they will come to know, from data science, so information extract happened from machine learning, and from data science, they came to know that at how many places it happens. Is the consumption of the soda or, other things is more on weekends or weekdays? Is it more on Sundays? Is it more on Mondays? How does it basically happen? So all that data core relevance is basically from the machine learning. Let me read some more. What will I prefer? I mean, amazing question. I just love blockchain. Not because I've made a couple of $1 million in the cryptocurrency and blockchains and all that myself, but I am a firm believer of the technology of blockchain, which is really misunderstood at this time. The kind of jobs that you are going to happen, the kind of opportunity that it offers, it is a world-changing revolution. That's the reason they call it Web 3.0, right? Why do they call it Web 3.0? Because it is the next level of internet, secure, and no governments can intervene, and you can have your data, your money, your whatever resources you have safe with you. So, if out of everything I have to say, my core is networking. Networking again offers great money. So the people who feel they don't want to do programming and they are not good in programming, but still want to make 25-50 lakh rupees over a period of time, they can come to networking also. We have been teaching that program for a very long time. But where is the next thing going to happen? Blockchain, ML, AI, all different data science, all these different domains is where the real opportunities. Do we have more options in learning BCA, and what are the opportunities we get learning BCA? So the ordinary BCA syllabus is whatever the government of India has prescribed to all the institutions. I think that's what it is. But I can only talk about the industry integrated part of it.
Okay, so very good question by Kevin. Sir, nowadays, most of the study materials are in Google, Udemy, etc. Everyone can learn and be an expert in their field. What extra things can a student do to be a better than others? So here, is a very interesting thing. Having a guru, right, is a life-changing thing. If you get a great guru, like today, I have tried to give you a seminar and it might have opened your eyes because you have heard crypto from a lot of mouth, right? You have heard blockchain from a lot of mouth, but nobody actually gave you live practical examples. And even if you found it Google, you're not able to understand problem. I'm talking about 70% of the students, right? Maybe 30% were brilliant and they were able to form a larger picture of the thing. But 70% of the students, right? Even if they read on the internet, so you required, a little bit hand holding at the start to basically reach to that level. My daughter has just finished her bachelor's in computer science from Canada with distinction, right? And that happened 6 days back. So I was not aware that she is performing so well, but when she sent me the live, YouTube live session of her university, and when her name was called and it was told that she has passed it with distinction, it was so brilliant, Then I asked her, how did you basically achieve that? She said, there are a lot of resources, and then you are my guru. You open up my mind each time you talk to me. You open up my mind, and that's the reason now she is actually going to US to do masters in blockchain, which is my idea. So it's not something that I'm telling the students. It is something that I suggest most of the youngsters to get into. And I'm not saying ML or AI are not going to be big. They are also going to be really big, right? But blockchain is something I really love at this time, although that is not my business for last 14 years, right? I've slowly got into it. And because it's a new technology, you cannot imagine anybody will have 10-year experience in blockchain also. So everybody is at the same level. And I moved to Dubai for specific thing, a blockchain company. So that answers your question. You require, something to handhold you, to show you the world, to give you exposure. And we are here for that. Your institute is doing great job by adding up something, industry relevant for you. And I think that should be a game changer when this batch passes out with these kind of skills, with hands-on labs, with real world examples from great people. And we are not just, somebody who just trains. We bring a lot of practical exposure to things. The thing that we teach, we do not teach, we make them hands-on, so that, when you basically do that, you have a lot of expertise in that area. So somebody has asked me, AI or cybersecurity is better to study. Cybersecurity, another amazing field. It's going to be for hundreds of years, right? See, what we are trying to compare is, is it Ferrari better, Bugatti better, BMW better, Mercedes better? Every technology has its own, a different way of thinking. So if you are into, the budget of Audi and BMW, you think about that. If you are in a budget of Ferrari and Bugatti, you think about that. So basically, these are parallel roads. They are not actually colliding with each other. Cybersecurity is an amazing, career, no doubt about it. Everybody, even machine learning tools require cybersecurity, right? What if the vending machine, all the money is taken by somebody? What if, some bank is all the money stolen by the hackers? So yes, every single resource on the earth requires the power of it. Blockchain does not require cybersecurity. It is the foolproof technology. It is built on cybersecurity, built on an algorithm, which if you try to crack it, it will take you years to crack a piece of a single transaction, because each transaction happens on millions of computers using hash and different, complex algorithm mechanisms. So that's where blockchain comes into picture. But yeah, cybersecurity will be there for sure. Okay, I think I've answered most of it.
Any more questions? If there is any query, after Dr. Sangeeta Govind's explanation on BCA curriculum, it will be answered. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, guys. You have a great time ahead. And I look forward to see you in the classroom, because I also come and teach a lot of stuff, whatever new stuff that I have. So hopefully someday I'll meet you face to face. And, I wish you all the best for your future and the career. Anytime you require any assistance, I'll just type my email address here so that, if you need anything, you can just contact me. I'll just redirect it to everyone. You can also find my email on the website, but I'm just typing it here so that you guys, anytime you have any confusion or something, you can just write an email, and look forward to see you then.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Sangeeta Govind, HOD, Computer Science and Applications, to discuss on BCA curriculum.
Thank you, Sabarmati ma'am. Good morning, everyone and all present here. So I hope the session was informative. Thank you so much for our. He had given a real time the industry works and what is a academia and industry gap that exists. So I'm glad that you people are here today, and hope you've got some amount of clarity on how industry functions. But today we will see what our BCA curriculum is. As discussed in the beginning, you all are aware that we, Christ Academy Institute for Advanced Studies, are affiliated to Bangalore University, and now as per the NEP, it's a 4-year BCA program. We call it as BCA Honors, which is 4 years, and we have 8 semesters altogether. So I would like to just show you a curriculum, that is a layout, the framework of NEP curriculum, the BCA curriculum. And then we will see what is industrial specialization here and how we are able to bring in industry specialization with our existing curriculum. So let me present the screen 1 second. Just 1 second, give me some time. Yeah, is my screen visible? Okay. So this is what, as a Bangalore University and the Bangalore City University, we are affiliated to the Bangalore University, and this is a proposed BCA syllabus that we have received as per the Karnataka State Higher Education Council. This is the NEP curriculum. So once you are back to our campus, so we will be elaborating and giving an orientation, and there will be a bridge course which will discuss in detail about the subjects and the titles that is here seen on the screen. You need not panic. So you can see there altogether we have 8 semesters, and you can see here we have the first semester, which talks about we have the papers like discrete structure, problem solving technique, data structure. Then we have the labs. Along with it, we have office management tools and open elective. So we will be giving what these are, because the NAP curriculum focus on skill enhancement, and that's why there is a skill enhancement and an open elective also, where you can pick open electives from various other courses other than the one which is offered by BCA. So you can pick the open electives from the other streams. And you see second semester, we have computer architecture, object-oriented programming using Java. We have database management system, and then the lab. And even here we have open electives, languages, environmental studies, and we have physical education, NCC, NSS. So the core papers, I want you to just look at the core papers that we are. Mute yourself, participants. Okay, so in the third semester, we have the operating system, computer networks, Python programming, this is a proposal. So there could be certain changes in the curriculum also. And we do have artificial intelligence, internet technologies, and then we have artificial intelligence lab along with internet technology lab. And the 5th semester, we have design and analysis of algorithm, data analytics, web programming, and then data analytics and web programming lab. Then the 6th semester, we have theory of computation, machine learning, mobile application development, then machine learning and mobile application lab. 7th, we have cloud computing, IoT, then we have lab related to cloud and internet of things. We have a research component introduced in the 7th semester, followed by the 8th semester, we have blockchain technology, cryptography system, and then blockchain technology lab. Followed by the project management, we have the open electives on human-computer interface, parallel algorithms, and a research project. Okay, so let us first focus on the first 2 semesters. In the beginning, since you are all freshers, you will be worried as to what papers will be introduced. Whatever streams you are from, whether you are from arts, commerce, or science background, we will be just having a basic orientation. A bridge course will be done, and then you will be given some kind of brief introduction about what programming is. You will be given an intro on programming concepts as to how you program, write programs, what programming concepts are. Anyway, the curriculum itself by itself is designed in such a way that it helps the students from any stream, whether you are from commerce or arts. You need not panic, because we always start from the scratch. The curriculum also is framed as per the students who come from various other streams. So this is the university curriculum that we have received, and this has been implemented from last year, because this was a proposal which came in 2019, and we are implementing it from 2021. So now we have the 2nd semester, the first batch with us who are into this NEP curriculum, and you will be our 2nd batch. Okay, so this is about our Bangalore University, that is a BCA curriculum. Now we have 2 categories in our website. On our websites, you can see BCA Honors. It's a 4-year program, so we call it as BCA Honors. Till the previous batch, we only used to call it as BCA. Why? Because it was a 3-year program, and now it is 4-year, and so we call it as Honors. So BCA Honors regular, and we have BCA Honors with industrial specialization. Now you will be wondering what industrial specialization is and when ma'am would be proposing the curriculum. So here I propose the course curriculum which we have framed along with our regular BCA. Is the screen visible? I hope it is visible on screen. So we have a BCA with industrial specialization program which will run in parallel with our BCA Honors curriculum, which is affiliated to Bangalore University. So there are 2 courses which are offered by the Department of Computer Science and Applications at Christ Academy Institute for Advanced Studies. One is BCA Honors, and we have BCA Honors with industrial specialization. Students have options to pick or choose BCA Honors program, which is a regular program, which will follow the curriculum which I had discussed now. We have BCA with industrial specialization, where we will be having BCA Honors regular program. Along with it, we do have the BCA with industrial specialization. Now, we have designed a framework for 4 years, and for all the 4 years, we have 8 semesters. It's already seen on screen. So let me just zoom it a bit so that you can see what runs in parallel. Hope it is visible. Okay, so the first semester, that is in the first year, it will be common for any particular elective that you people would like to choose or opt. Suppose one student is interested in machine learning, another student wants to learn on computer networks, the other one wants to go on cloud computing. Those may be your electives that you want to get specialized under. So the first year and the second year, we will have a common industrial fundamental and advanced industrial practice. That means the first semester, as you can see, the theory sessions will be for 24 hours and the lab sessions with 16 hours. So you will be learning industrial fundamentals part 1 and part 2, for which you will get a certificate after your first year. Then in the second year, you will be learning the advanced industrial practice. So here you will be learning industrial fundamentals. Whatever you learned in the first year, it will be the advanced industrial practice. So you will have part 1 and part 2 in the second. One second, I would like the participants, I would request you to mute. There are few participants who joined. Could you please mute so that it doesn't disturb the others? So whatever queries you have, you can post it in the chat box and we will be answering it at the end of the session. Okay. So we do have advanced industrial practice, which will be the second year. So the first and the second year will be common for all the students with different electives that you opt. Suppose a student wants in AI and ML, you wanted an IoT or maybe cloud computing or computer network cryptography. So whatever might be your electives, so you will be doing the same fundamental in the first and the second year. So first year it will be industrial fundamentals and the second year it will be advanced industrial practice. So the first year you will have a certificate issued once you take up the exams that has been designed by our associations with Networkers Home. So Networker Home our association, we are in association with them for this specialization program. And you are in the right hands and you will be getting the certificate once you clear the exams. After the first and the second semester, you get one certificate in the first year. So as per the NEP, there are many exits. The first year you can exit, the second year you exit. So first year you exit, you get a certificate. The second year you exit, you get a diploma certificate. The third year you exit, you get a degree certificate. And the fourth year you exit, you get a honors degree. Similar way, when you are opted for BCA with industrial specialization, the first year you will get the industrial fundamental certificate. Then the second year you get the advanced industrial practice certificate. And then comes the third year. So third year, it depends on your specialization module. So whichever module you pick, we will be doing the foundation on that particular module in the 5th and the 6th semester. And in the 4th semester, you will take the specialization module that will be the advanced in the same specialization module that you pick under in your third year. So the 4th year, you will be completely specialized as per your module that you opt. Either it can be cloud computing or artificial intelligence, machine learning. So in Christ Academy Institute for Advanced Studies, in BCA with industrial specialization program, which is an integrated course. We call it as an integrated course. Why? Because we have the BCA NEP curriculum, which runs in parallel. Along with it, the students who have opted for industrial specialization will also have this program, which will be running in parallel. So you need not worry about the timetable part. So that will be discussed in detail once you are with us in the campus, and then once we will have a detailed orientation on that. So you need not worry. I know there will be lots and lots of questions. Your parents will have some questions. You will have some questions. Don't worry, we are here. But then you must understand that BCA with industrial specialization is a value add that we are giving to our BCA program. So the BCA program itself, as you have seen in the NEP curriculum, it is already having the IoT component, it's having the network component, cloud computing component, but that is not sufficient. You saw that how Vikas Swami has already made it clear that industry requires more, and there has to be some kind of skill enhancement that has to happen, because one simple paper that has been introduced in NEP that is as per the university curriculum will not help. So you need some kind of specialization module that has to be addressed by the industry people. So we already have the industry guys with us. So they will be training and bridging the gap. They will introduce or bring you a new exposure to the industry when you are part of our BCA program. Apart from this, we do have our tie-ups with foreign universities where you can directly jump to the MS programs from our department. So that will be introduced during your orientation program, because we have tie-ups with 2 foreign universities, and those details will come up on the website, and we do would give you the orientation on the same. So you can take up the 5th year an MS program in a university where we are in tie-up with in either USA or in South Korea. So those details will come up and we will discuss that later. But now I think that's not a platform where I don't want to confuse you much. So I hope you have understood what BCA with industrial specialization and how it runs. So we have the regular curriculum which will happen, and then we do have the industrial specialization curriculum. The name why we have given industrial specialization, because you can see when you see the poster or brochures and posters of the other colleges, maybe the autonomous or the affiliated colleges, you see BCA with IoT specialization, BCA with data science, BCA with cloud computing. So you can see the courses are named with the specialization, but we are not naming it. Why? Because at the beginning, that is when you are in the first year, you are still in the baby steps. You are keeping the baby steps and you don't know what data science is. You don't know what cloud computing is. So in a hurry, or maybe since the term looks very classy, you would like to go under BCA data science. But then slowly you would realize that, okay, data science is not my area. Maybe I should be switching on to computer networks. So that you must not be repenting at the later stage. So we will be giving the first and the second year the complete overview on how the industry would function, what industry practice means. You will be learning the foundation, then the advanced. So everyone will have a common basic foundation on the industry exposure. And then in the third year, you have all ideas on how industry functions, and accordingly you can pick your specialization. So that's why we have named our curriculum as BCA with industrial specialization. So there were few inquiries. I could meet few parents who are coming and asking me in our campus. They say, Madam, what is industrial specialization? Because they carry the brochures of the other colleges. They say, we have BCA with data science and machine learning. Where is that option in your college? It is not available in your brochure. So am I audible? Yes, okay. So here BCA with industrial specialization has a combination of your machine learning, IoT, computer networks, cryptography, and your network security. So all these electives are there with us, and you will be given the complete option and freedom to choose it in your third year. So you need not panic that I couldn't get into data science or machine learning or cloud computing in the very first year. So you still have first and the second year to decide which elective you would like to go in your third year. So that's why we have named it a different way, that is BCA with industrial specialization. So hope this clarity is there. So I would like to just switch on. This is our university curriculum. Whether you are a regular student or you are a BCA industrial specialization, whether you have opted for BCA industrial specialization, this curriculum, the NEP curriculum, will remain the same. Both will be taking up the same curriculum. But for the students who opt for BCA with industrial specialization, will have these programs which will run in parallel. Since we are in association with Networkers Home, and you've seen our CEO who was addressed, because Swami has already given the idea on how industry functions. And nowadays, people are looking only with the skill that you carry or the talent that you would, that you would show off once you are specialized in your area of specialization or the module that you would like to pick. So I think I've given some kind of clarity. So we do have much more time once you are there in the campus, and I think we will have a very detailed orientation and a bridge course. Whether you are from arts or a commerce background, you need not worry, you need not panic. We have excellent teachers with us. All are well qualified and they have published their papers in most of the prestigious international journals, IEEE, Springer, and then Web of Science. They have their paper publications. We have our patents. We have been taking up the projects from government projects, and we have associations with foreign universities, tie-ups with IIT Bombay, IIT Madras. We have Soho Synergy Private Limited. We have ICT Academy. So we have so many tie-ups, and we will have a complete exposure to the prestigious institutions like IIT Bombay and IIT Madras. So we do have a spoken tutorial program which is offered from IIT Bombay. We have NPTEL, we are the NPTEL local chapters from IIT Madras. So if you want to take up a specialization from IIT Madras and want to get a certificate from any of these prestigious institutions, you are free and it's free of cost. You will only have to pay an examination fee. So those details, I don't want to burden you or you scare you with all these institutions that we are tie up with. So you will be in the right hands once you choose and once you are with us. You need not worry. We will take you forward and you will come up with flying colors. And I am very happy that you have chosen this, and all the best. My best wishes will be there for all the participants wherever you are, whether you opt for Christ Academy or you join some other institutions. All the best wishes from my side. So I think you got a difference, understood the difference between the regular BCA and the BCA with industrial specialization. Thank you, and over to Ms. Sabarmati.
Thank you, ma'am. That was so informative, is not? Yeah, there are some queries. Ma'am, is BCA and BCA industrial is the same? I think ma'am has given the detailed orientation on BCA curriculum and BCA industrial specialization. You will be studying the normal BCA as per the Bangalore University. The people who have opted for industrial specialization will be studying your industrial specialization course simultaneously. That is the only difference between BCA and BCA industrial specialization. It will run in parallel, both BCA curriculum as well as industrial specialization. The modules ma'am has been discussed for the 4 years. First 2 years will be the basics. Next, based on your specialization, third year will be the foundation for your specialization, and fourth year you will be studying the advanced. Hope I cleared the doubt. Any other queries? When will the bridge courses start, ma'am? Once you have enrolled and your curriculum started in this, according to the Bangalore University, we will be planning the bridge course and we will be intimating you. Once admission happens, we will be sending you the details regarding the course curriculums and the add-ons. Ma'am, do we have 3 years course of BCA or is it only 4 years? Exit. You have, as per the NEP, there is an exit option every year. As per BCA NEP curriculum, it is a 4-year program. But if you are planning to leave after 3 years, yes, you are free to move. Any other questions? Okay, it's time for, okay, when does the college start? It will be intimated based on the Bangalore University curriculum when they are starting as per the calendar of event. Do we get placement after 3 years skip? Yes. Actually, to add on what ma'am has said, in our Christ Academy Institute for Advanced Studies, we, the Department of Computer Science and Application, has a very good placement record. From the year 1, we have the students who have got placed in Wipro, Infosys, and TCS. Even the present batch who are studying the 6th semester is even placed. So they have the offer letters in their hand. Yukta Reddy. So ma'am, if we take BCA General at the first and after the second sem, can we go for the specialization? No, it is not possible because we have planned the curriculum in such a way that you should have a strong foundation basic for your industrial specialization. If you have gone through the syllabus, what ma'am have discussed, it has been clearly mentioned that it is a foundation course for your industrial specialization. So you have to start from the semester 1. Next meeting is I hope we have clarified. Again, we are there to clarify all your doubts once we enroll for our BCA curriculum in Christ Academy Institute for Advanced Studies. Now it's time for polling. I request all the participants to participate in the polling before you start the end of session. The polling is being posted. Time for polling is 30 seconds. Which is going to win, BCA Honors Regular or with the Industrial Specialization? Both are 50-50. There is another question for you. Which elective you are planning to opt in BCA course? Thank you. I also request all the participants to fill the feedback form, which will be posted in the chat box before we close the session. Yeah, polling is for feedback is done. And that's all for today. Thank you all for participating in the webinar. I hope your knowledge has been expanded by this meeting. Thank you all.